It is finally 1.16, which means the Nether update is finally here, and it has a lot to offer, including new mobs, blocks, plants, structures, and even new emotes. Yup, emotes have been added to the game. But that's not even the cool bit. We now have netherite, which is the strongest thing in the game. What is up, you guys? It is Dak Plays, and today I bring you a video about the new Nether update. I'll be showcasing and talking about all the new blocks and mobs and just everything that you need to know for the 1.16 update. So my future self would show you everything right now. Oh wait, never mind. That's not the future. We gotta go more into the future right now. So we're gonna start off with the two warp blocks. We have the Nether warp block and we have the warped warp block. We've always had this Nether warp block, so this is nothing new to us, but this is different. This could hold twisting vines, but I'll get to that later. And then as you move on to the right, you have the wooden blocks. Now these do not catch on fire, as you guys can see, and these are in nice colors. I believe these are stripped. Hold on, let's see. This is warped stem, and this is stripped. Hold on, yep, stripped warped stem. So this is basically wood, but in the nether, and I like these. These are pretty good colors, especially for builds, and I'll show you that later. And then you have the crimson high phase, and then you have the warped high phase. Now I'm not sure what these blocks are for yet, but I'm learning. And then you have one of the blocks that I like because first of all, I love light blocks. They're all beautiful, and just the sound sounds so weird. And then you have the crimson nylium, and you have the warped nylium, which is also two new grass looking blocks, but for the nether. And then you have the basalt block, and you have the polished basalt block. Now the basalt block actually looks like wood from the side, but from the top looks like this grayish blackish outline. So this is how a normal cobblestone block would look like, and then this is the basalt block. So as you can see, it's like darker than this one, but from the side it looks like a normal like logish type. Yeah, but the polished one definitely looks like a tree, but just like a black log. And then over here you have the typical soul sand, and then the new soul soil. So on the soul sand block you move pretty slow, and then on the soul soil you move normal. But if you have boots on with this enchantment, you go pretty quick on this. And then moving on to one of my favorite blocks, you have the typical nether brick block, which has a different sound now. And then you have the cracked version, and you have this one, which has to be my favorite because it has a wither head on each side, which look like this. Now these will look very great in building, and I can't wait to use this in my future builds. And then moving on to one of the most expensive blocks in the game, or at least I think it is, it's the block of netherite. Now in survival this would be the hardest to get, but in creative, as you guys can see, it's like this easy, and it has this very nice sound. And it's also a block that we've needed for a long time, and like it's great for builds. And then under that you have another nice block, which is the quartz brick. We have needed this type of thing for like a long time, and so I think that's good that now we have, like, you know, a quartz brick, which would again also be great for builds. And then moving on to the right, you have the lodestone. This basically, from what I heard, it basically messes with your friends, I guess, and it messes up their compass or whatever. I still don't know much about it, but I know that you cannot craft these. These are only found in like the nether. So yeah. And now moving on to the blackstone stairs, you have first of all the blackstone stairs itself, and then you have the polished version, and last but not least you have
the brick version. These are all very nice stairs, by the way. And then you finally go on to all the new wood types. So you got the new trap doors. These are amazing. You know, the purple and blue just like are very nice. I don't know what it is about them. And then you have the two new doors. You have, you know, this one. I like the textures on them, especially for this one, because it has all these weird lines and whatnot. And then you have the trap doors right here, so that's pretty nice. And then you have the fences, which is also very, very nice. And then you have the actual black stone itself. And then you have this one, which appears to look like well, I see it as a pig nose, I guess. I'll show you guys when you look at the mobs over there. And then you have hold on, nope, that's not it. Then you have a cracked version, and then this really looks nice. Gilded is how I pronounce it. Gilded hold on, what's it called again? Gilded Blackstone, which is very nice. I really do like this. And then moving on to one of my favorite things that have been added is the blue texture to the new, you know, the new lamps, torches, and campfires and fires themselves. You have, I forgot to mention, you have the chain, which is amazing. It'll be great in builds, you know, spooky builds or abandoned places, or even just like jail cells or whatnot. I made this little small thing where like it's hanging off. Maybe this is a good idea with a flower pot. And then you have one of the new fences, and then it's holding on to a blue one. Now this does give off less light than a normal lamp, because I guess it's blue. I don't know why, but same thing with the torch. I don't know about these two. I have to figure them out myself. But blue fighter really looks nice, and I'll show you some cool design tricks. And this right here is crying obsidian. These can be found in randomly generated broken portals. And then you have twisted vines. This is what I said from earlier, all the way over there. It's basically the kelp, but in the nether. And then you got the target block. For right now, it has no purpose, but I guess you could just shoot it. Hold on, let me find. Alright, there we go. For now, you can just shoot it like that, and I guess you get achievements or something like that. But yeah, it still doesn't really have a purpose, but it's there. It's a nice target block. And then finally moving on to the armor, the thing that we've all been waiting for. Something new, you know, something that we've all needed, you know, something better than diamonds. Now, I would still say diamonds is pretty strong because this is very, very rare to get. Now, again, I am creative mode, so this is very easy for me. And basically, I added a chain over it because, again, I like this new style. You know, it looks very, you know, powerful. Like, I think that's a good word to say it, powerful, because this armor looks very strong. And something I like about this is that this armor does not burn. It just floats back up. Same thing for like the if it would let me get the helmet. Thank you. It will just like bounce off, you know, and I'm pretty sure it works for like the tools as well. Let me try that. Hopefully it does. Yep, because this is all fireproof, which means that you don't have to which I guess means that if you go into lava, you won't burn. So that's great. Instead of needing fire potions and whatnot, just get the armor. And then moving on to some of the mobs that we have here. These creatures are bad creatures. They're nice. You could ride them across the lava if you want to. And when they enter the lava, as you just saw, they oh, and they're gonna walk away. When they enter lava, they turn red, but when they come out, they have this normal color. I don't know why I like that. And then the pigment finally changed, and as you can see, their nose over there look like the thing that was on the black stone over there. But they did change, which I wanted to see. I believe nothing really changed except for their face, but maybe like that little bit over there. But yeah, moving on to this is the enchantment is called Soul Speed, and you can only put them on golden boots for some weird reason. But on Soul Soil, you can move pretty quick with them, and they're pretty stylish. And now moving on to a room decoration. This looked like a normal living room or bedroom. Over here, I put on Soul Soil to look like carpet, and then I put this shroom light over an Ender Dragon egg, so that it looked like a lamp over a table. And then I got that blue fireplace to look all ancient and nice. And then of course you have to add the wither heads on the wall because it's another update. Now while we're here, I would like to point out that these boots, like I said, move pretty quickly on the rug, or no, never mind, on the soil. So as you can see, actually you guys couldn't see that really well, but you move pretty quick with them. And then it gives out this little blue effect right here. Let me show you. Yeah, it gives that the blue effect. Now if I were to take these off right here, like so, I would just walk normally over them. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Now moving on to some more designs. This is a cool pedestal for like the Ender Dragon egg. It's just like nice. You have the anvil, and then you have the block of netherite. It's pretty nice. And then you move on here. You have these two nice pillars. I used doors here for this one right here, and I used both, yeah, trap doors and I use trapdoors and like the logs here, and I also put on a flower pot on the top. That's if you guys want. And then over here you have like this little stand area. I really like this design because it looks very, very, heavy, if you will. Like it's like the anvils themselves are like heavy items, stuff like that. They just fall down and whatnot. And this the block of netherite looks very heavy and strong and powerful. So yeah, I like this design right here. And then moving on to one of my favorites. This is like a fireplace inside like a living room, I guess. And then you have like the armor over here, and then you have like the blue lights. It gives out this weird feel. And then you have this like leaf over here and whatnot. And then again, I used the anvil. Anvil really goes well with the netherite block. And yeah, I use this for the wallpaper. This look like great wallpapers for your interior. And yeah, I'm probably gonna use this a lot for my builds. And that's basically most of the things. If I've missed anything, just tell me in the comments below. But this update, all in all, is a pretty good update, and we've really needed something like this for a long time. I'm hoping for the next update we would have better caves because our caves look pretty boring. So hopefully we have better cave system. We already have a great underwater thingamabobber update. Then now we have another update, and so now we're just kind of waiting on a cave update. Anyways, that's the end of our video. Please be sure to leave a like rating down below. It'll be really appreciated, so I can show me if I'm doing good or bad. And you also get a cookie. I don't know why, but you will get a cookie. Trust me. Just subscribe. You won't regret it. I try every week to upload, but